Shalom, welcome to Nar Shalom in Jerusalem. We're beginning a new Torah today in Likutei Moharan, Baruch Hashem, as Torah 102. The Torah begins, Atati el Biti. Paro, the biggest sorcerer king in history, is telling Joseph, the slave that was turned into the viceroy. He's telling him, you will be over my house. Va'al picha, and according to your mouth, Yishak kol ami. According to what you say, my nation will be conducted, if you will. But it's a very interesting introduction, this verse, from the 41st chapter of the great story of Bereshit, the beginning of the Torah. Why? Because the actual words tell us, you will be over my house, and according to your mouth, my nation will be kissed. Ishak is Lashon Neshika. What is that telling us? That my nation will be kissed by your mouth. That's a very intimate language for a king who thinks he's a god to tell a Jew that my people will be kissed by you. That's a little hard to put together. But unless we take it like this. Al picha, according to your mouth, Ishak will be kissed, Ami, my people. Call all my people. We understand that kissing is a passing of energy from person to person. It is a sign of intimacy. It is a sign of vulnerability. It's a sign of trust. When you kiss somebody, you're really kind of opening yourself up a little bit. And so Paro, the great magician who the Midrash tells us bathed in blood to induce the demons to help him. Give you an idea, there's people like that do that in Haiti, so I've been told. Blood is a very powerful substance. And Paro was not a man to give up his power easy. But when he heard the interpretation of his dreams by Yosef, by the Jew, who interpreted his dream, 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine, he took it real serious. And to the point that he gave Joseph the rulership over his entire nation, which is unheard of in any situation. He says that in a strange way that they will be kissed by you. In other words, there's a level where Joseph is actually giving life force to the people of Egypt, not to mention his own people. And that life force is passing from mouth to mouth. It's a little bit like resuscitation. But when we understand that the tzaddik is at a level that's a little higher than most of the people, the tzaddik is a person who has worked hard enough and paid the price long enough to be a channel for divine power and life force. That power and life force is transferred through prayer, Rabbi Nachman says. In the beginning of this Torah, it is prayer that gives the righteous the power to transfer life force from above to below, from the infinite creator to the finite creation, and into the hearts and the minds and the stomachs of every person that comes after in line. Because the souls, we have to understand, humanity is a pyramid of soul, from top to bottom, from left to right, in all directions. And there's one person in every generation who is that righteous person that is the faucet of life force for everyone below him. And we pray to be attached to him. And even if we have an argument about who he is, let God figure that part out. Our job is just to want the right things at the right time and believe in the system and believe in how life force is distributed in the form of food, in the form of health, in the form of money, in the form of influence, positive influence, in the form of divine speech, which is the ultimate expression of God's nearness to us. Is because Yosef was at the level where his speech became the faucet for the people of Egypt, and so to every righteous leader from the beginning to the end of the story. So we should all merit to be that attached to the speech, to the life force, because it's coming through a very specific system, and it's a little hard to accept that specificity of the system, unless you're like a divine plumber and you know how the pipes work. And then you can really, we can humble ourselves to the way God built the world and the way the human race is unified from the internal aspects, the spiritual soul that resides in all of us. God bless you all. We'll be in touch. We'll see you again to continue this story. All the best.